Hey everyone, and welcome back to Nioh. On this video, we're going to be doing the Dojo mission, the Invincible, which will get us the Mystic Art for the axe. But before we do that, we still need to check out all the new stuff we got from the final main mission. So let's go to the equipment and check out all these new divine weapons. And of course I'm going to be switching to a divine weapon, and holy crap, look at that sword. Change to attack on Spirit of A, final blow damage, close combat attack is up on critical, strong attack break. That's a great sword. Let's see, the Kusarigama, we've got the spear, the dual swords. Also has change to attack spirit, but that one's B. And then we have Haja, the Evil Crusher. So you can see the attack is actually less, but that's mostly because of the change to attack strength on my current one. So I still want to switch to the divine because it's just going to be better. You can keep upgrading these things and make them better and better. So I'll definitely want to switch, but unfortunately I didn't get the best stats on it, the best special effects. But I did get extra final blow damage, and I did get close combat attack damage up when I'm critical. Plus the strong attack break is pretty nice. But yeah, the rest kind of whatever. But I still want to do it, so let's go ahead and put that on. And let's see, what else we got? We've got the new divine ranged weapons. We've got the bow. Retrieve stray projectiles. What does that do? Retrieve projectiles that cause no damage and returns them to your stock. Ah, okay, so if I suck and I miss, I'll get it back. Interesting. And then we have the hand cannon, also has retrieve stray projectiles. And so does the rifle. All right. Well, let's go ahead and put the rifle in the first slot and the bow in the second one. All right, then gear. I don't think we got any divine gear, so we're still rocking the purples. Let's see. Don't have the stats for that, and it's medium. I think I'll stick with the heavy. Although, do I want to save it for another build? And probably not. Gallantry, not that impressed. And that one's not too good either. Okay, moving on to torso. Damage reduction when you have 0 ki. It's kind of interesting. But beyond that, not too impressed. That's light stuff. Although it does, that's interesting. It does increase attack and defense when you're using an axe. Probably still not worth it though. It is tempting though. I'd lose some toughness, but I have a lot of toughness. It dropped me down to 282. Something to consider. What about that one? That one's medium. Attack plus 18, that's good. Emerita earned up 3.7%. This one's not too shabby, but still lose a lot of toughness, so probably not. And not too impressed with that one. Okay. Red Demon. Well, we might... Well, that's the hard thing to say. Like, pretty soon I'm probably going to have Divine Gear. So I probably shouldn't be worried too much about my purple stuff. But I might want to keep this for the spear build coming up. So let's send that to the storehouse in a moment. Just in case. Because I might use it. This. Not too impressed. And not too impressed with that either. What does that Demon King's set though do? Fast skill activation, sword of meditation. And what is that 3-piece bonus? Ah, enemies defeated damage bonus. Okay. Well, it's okay. Not an amazing set. Okay, and I got 2 purple accessories. Well, that doesn't even remotely compare. And I'm not too impressed with that one either. Although it does have... does have the damage reduction, which is not too bad, but I would lose extra Amrita. It's got a little bit more luck. I think I'll stick with what I have. I don't want to lose the Amrita gains. So, alright, I think we're good. And then, so let's send the other divine weapons to the storehouse along with that... spear armor piece. I forget which type it was. Let's see, under armor. It's the red demon set, but I can't remember if it was legs or feet or what the heck it was. Apparently it was legs, so let's move that to the storehouse. And alright, I think we're good. So, to the blacksmith. Oh, and she's got new dialogue. I want to know more. Ah, divine items, new stuff. Divine items soul matching. When soul matching a divine item with a material that has a plus value greater than the base item's plus value will increase by 1. You will also get a 50% discount for using an item of the same type, and a 70% discount for using an item of the same name. Divine items forging. You can use divine fragments during forging to have a chance at forging a divine item. The more fragments you use, the greater your chances are. Divine items reforging. You can reforge divine items by using spirit iron chunks and divine fragments. Divine fragments. That sucks, I have to use those to reforge. Oh well. Divine items disassembly. You can disassemble divine items to receive divine fragments, which can be used as materials in forging. Okay. And let's speak to her, see if she has anything new to say. Do you think I'll ever be as good a swordsmith as my grandfather? Without doubt. Thank you, Anjin. One day I'll achieve my dream. Yay, they gave me a patronage point, and that's definitely going to go to soul matching. That divine soul matching is going to be expensive, and actually gave me 3 points. So we'll just keep pumping points into that. 12% discount. Let's see if we can get some more points. I always thought I wanted to be a better swordsmith than my grandfather, but if peace is ever achieved, there probably won't be much need for a swordsmith anymore, Oh, don't worry about me. I can make my living crafting tools. Come back anytime. I will. Great. In that case, I'll make sure I have a variety of things for you to choose from. Have you bought everything you came for? You seem to take great care of your swords, Anjin. Perhaps you should become a swordsmith yourself. My grandfather always told me that you must look after your sword if you are ever to become a good swordsman. You seem to follow that rule better than most. Which do you think is more important, Anjin, your armor or your sword? Of course, both are necessary, but if you had to choose, which would it be? Of course, my sword. I suppose so. In battle, it would be difficult to make a push forward if you could only protect yourself. I'll be sure to make you the best sword you can find. Yay, more patronage points. Soul matching discount. Let me know if I can help you with anything. So it looks like she might be out. Yep, okay, so what about Metamasa? Too many folks these days don't know their fuller from their pommel. But you know what you're doing, right? Of course I do. Indeed, indeed. I don't hear your sword screaming, so you must be doing something right. Not even I can tell how a sword will turn out. Then again, I can't predict how my children's lives will run their course either. I just pray they're happy. Yup, that's all I can do. Your sword and your armor look in pretty good shape. Yup, been getting good use out of them, I see. You might come from a faraway land, but you're really not that different from us at all. My weapons are like my children, so make sure you treat them real proper like, you hear? All I can do as a blacksmith is pray that whoever's using them gives my swords all the love they deserve. I'm glad I'm a toolsmith, yup. I get to make knives, hoes, all sorts, but this age of making knives for killing just won't seem to end. You wouldn't have something interesting for me, would you? Bring me a text or forging weapons, or on forging weapons, and I could tell you what it says. And it looks like we might be out of dialogue. Or maybe not. Best thing for armor is to have it all match, and we can help you with that. Youngins today just wear whatever's on hand. It's like some of them get dressed blindfolded, but you've got more sense. Ain't that right? Alright, I've heard that before, so we're done with these peoples. With these blacksmithing folks. And oh, I never broke my stuff down. Okay, so let's just make sure none of the divine items made their way into this list, because that would suck. But no, we seem good. Oh, I don't want to get rid of my Mononobe axe though, so let's deselect that. We'll break all this stuff down, and I actually want to break down the Kaido axe, and I'll keep the Mononobe. I think. It is lightning enchanted, but I think I'll get rid of it. So disassemble all, and good. Disassemble this. Actually won't let me. Okay, let me go out. Oh, look at that. I spent enough money or did enough things at the blacksmith that Tomei changed her clothing. So let's see. Kaido X. Switched with the Mononobe. And then go back in. See, Tomei's all fancy now. So let's see. We wanted to go back to disassemble, and we'll get rid of the Kaido axe. And then all this stuff is going. All that, that, and that. Oh, dang it, I did it again. I love to exit out early. Extra accessories are going away. Alright, well now that she's all fancy clothing-like, I wonder if she has new things to say. I really want to do the Muramasa name proud. My grandfather is renowned for his unrivaled ability to forge swords, and I'd love nothing more than to follow in his footsteps. Okay, guess not. Okay, so what next? We got new titles. So we got new points. So we'll get more Amrita earned, more life, and more Amrita earned. And then we'll get some extra gold earned, because I think that'll be good. Okay. And then with Amrita memories. Yokai illustrations. I guess it's probably going to be that dragon thing we fought. What was it called? Yamata no Orochi, I think? Oh, some of those bosses probably have new entries too. Yes, the Jorogumo. In folklore, spiders and their sticky webs have long symbolized obsession, and it is thought that the Hiragumo teapot is acting as a nexus that interwove the souls of the many soldiers who died at Shigisan into a ferocious spider yokai. Yamata no Orochi. A giant serpent with 8 heads and tails. According to myth, it first appeared in Izumo, modern-day Shimane Prefecture. A powerful hero defeated it, but at some point thereafter it appeared in Lake Biwa. Its appearance is reminiscent of a dragon, and it is feared as a symbol of destruction. And did I really not have any new entries for the other bosses? Nioh, I guess that was already done, and the Hino Inma. Well, if those are new entries, there it is. You can read them if you like. But I don't think those are actually new. Okay, so Guardian Spirit illustrations. Is Sirshu new? No, I think we had her before. Or maybe we didn't. Oh, I guess we didn't. Alright, well then Sirshu. Aquatic guardian spirit that resembles the marrow of Celtic legend, with feathered wings and a fish's tail. Sirshu can warn of impending danger and sense Amrita. She has been with William since he was a child and is both friend and family to him now. Or perhaps something more. No, I've read that before. So why do I have a new entry? I don't know. Maybe it's just confused because I just got her again. Not anyways, the thing's gone. And we have William. William foiled Kelly's plot and won Searshu back, achieving what he had come to Japan to do. But only then did William learn of the true power behind the events into which he had become swept up. This monstrous foe used the power of Amrita to plague the country with war, sacrificing innocents to the flames of battle. William saw that only by slaying this secret power could the dream of a world without war, a world of harmony between man and spirit, be realized. A new glint of determination appeared in William's eyes, which were now those of a true samurai. Apparently, there's still more missions to complete. I don't know if those are DLC or still part of the original game. Guess we'll find out. Katsu doesn't seem to have anything new. Oh, actually, that might be new. Over the course of their battles, Okatsu became interested in, even fond of William's ways of thinking and approach to life, so different from the Japanese samurai she knew. However, she never revealed that interest to William, and he left Japan without saying a word to her. For her part, she made no attempt to follow him or persuade him to stay. So, did Hanzo have something new? Yes, Hanzo was ordered by Ieyasu to conceal the existence of Amrita. To accomplish this entirely, William had to be eliminated. After defeating Kelly and that should be rescuing Searshu, William let his guard down and turned his back to Hanzo as he left. But, rather than seizing the opportunity to kill William, Hanzo watched him leave as a friend. For one such as Hanzo, who had never let sentiment interfere with his duties before, this was a token of gratitude and farewell to the samurai from a foreign land who had fought for Hanzo's country. Okay, and I imagine Kelly probably has something new. I don't think anyone else would. Or maybe Ieyasu? Ieyasu's victory? Oh, wait. Yeah, Ieyasu's victory at the Battle of Sekigahara made him the ruler of all Japan. However, there was still much to be done. One task was the complete erasure of existence of Amrita from the record. Those who fell at Sekigahara were another burden to Ieyasu, but he continued to press forward. Peace under heaven was almost a reality. Fuku's got something new. Eventually, Fuku's achievements amid the chaos of war will be recognized by Ieyasu, who will employ her as a wet nurse to the shogunal house. She is married to one of Kobayakawa Hideyaku's inner circle, and it is said that she was the one who convinced Hideaki to switch to Tokugawa's side at the Battle of Sekigahara. This marriage will end in divorce due to the summons from the house of the shogun, but eventually she will receive the title of Lady Kasuga from the imperial court and take over the running of the women's quarters there. At the same time, she continued to support the Edo shogunate alongside Tenkai as an Onmyo mage. Tenkai, after the Battle of Sekigahara, Tenkai used his powers as an Onmyo mage and a Feng Shui master to help plan the street layout of Edo. Just as the Mount Hiei temple complex stands before the northeastern Oni Gate of Kyoto as a spiritual barrier discouraging Oni and other monsters from entering the capital, Tenkai built Kaniji Temple on Mount Toei in Tokyo's northeast to provide permanent protection for Edo. Okay, anybody else? Obsidian Samurai. After breaking through the guards around Hanoji, Isuke concealed Nobunaga's remains and set out for Nioh Castle to join forces with Nobutada, Nobunaga's son and heir. It is unclear what exactly Isuke did at Nioh Castle, but before long, Nobutada too had taken his own life, and Yusuke must have been bitterly disappointed with how events had turned out. Oda Nobunaga. Oda Nobunaga was a daimyo during the Warring States period who dominated central Japan, including the capital, Kyoto. He rose to the official position of Minister of the Right in the court hierarchy and was sometimes known as Ufu, a version of that title, but that was more commonly called the Overlord. His rule began with the conquest of Owari Province, present-day Aichi Prefecture. A miraculous victory at the Battle of Okihazama expanded his influence dramatically, letting him take Kyoto and Sakai. Conquest of the entire nation seemed within his grasp, but he was betrayed by his own vassals and met his end at Hanoji Temple. His revolutionary tactics included the use of firearms, and this flexible, rational approach changed the course of history by paving the way for the rise of Toyotomi Hideyoshi and other successors. Edward Kelly. Hoping to plunge Japan back into civil war, Kelly resurrects Oda Nobunaga, but Nobunaga refuses to obey Kelly, and after enjoying a battle with William, moves on to the next world. His back against the wall, Kelly flies into a rage and uses a massive amount of Amrita to summon the serpent Yamata no Orochi. William, however, is able to smash through all of Kelly's scheming, and the alchemist is finally defeated. Oops, I actually had more. Or at least possibly more. Don't know if Tomei has anything new. I don't think so, but anyways, there they are if you want to read them. Just in case I missed some. It's really hard to see when there's new stuff sometimes, because it doesn't always show the exclamation mark. But I think we're good there. So, the Tale of Nioh. Okay, we've read that before. The restoration of Azuchi Castle. William approaches Azuchi Castle, the stage upon which Kelly hopes to resurrect Nobunaga. Although he declines Hanzo and Okatsu's offer of assistance, they join him anyway. However, William is aware of the fact that unlike Okatsu, who has developed feelings for William beyond that of mere friendship, Hanzo is under special orders from Ieyasu. The Demon King returns. Within the hollowed halls of the Hakakudo inside Azuchi Castle, Nobunaga lives once more. Kelly finally succeeds in his evil plot to throw Japan into a state of never-ending war and chaos. With his endgame finally near, Kelly orders the resurrected Nobunaga to kill William. A dramatic departure. Returning from the depths of hell, Nobunaga overwhelms William. Ready to meet death, William awaits the final blow. But Nobunaga stops himself and shares his guardian spirit, the Tengen Kujaku, with William instead. As Nobunaga returns to the afterlife, Kelly sees his cherished plan to sow the seeds of turmoil and an abject failure. Nemesis. Beyond the main keep, Kelly lies in wait for William in preparation for their final confrontation. At last, William is able to corner his elusive nemesis, his long journey in search of Searshu, and the Amrita ready to reach its inevitable conclusion. The Serpent Revealed. Severely injured, Kelly takes the Amrita he had gathered and leaps from the castle's main keep, spreading the Amrita across Lake Biwa. In doing so, the lake begins to churn violently and the sky rips open, giving rise to the feared yokai known as Yamata no Orochi. Yamata no Orochi's end. William manages to defeat the Yamata no Orochi, its 8 heads bringing ruin to Azuchi Castle as it falls into Lake Biwa. Before long, the lake and the sky return to normal, and peace once again descends upon the land. Freedom regained. William slays Kelly on the shores of Lake Biwa and finally rescues Searshu. Just then, they are joined by Hanzo. Hearing Searshu's remark, William knows that Hanzo has been ordered by Ieyasu to kill him. However, William merely bids him farewell and takes his leave. And so, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed foreigner who became a samurai disappears beyond the horizon. The land at peace. Hanzo and Okatsu inform Ieyasu of the happenings at Azuchi Castle, stating that William died in his battle against Kelly. Meanwhile, in the capital, Mitsunari is executed at Rokujo Kawara. Finally, the land that had been at war for so long was about to know peace once again. And then the credits. Okay, so I just realized what guardian spirit I forgot. It's Tengen Kujaku. The rainbow-adorned Tengen Kujaku is said to wield tremendous power capable of seeing into the future. It is also flightly and mercurial. Those under Kujaku's protection will lead interesting lives full of drama and turmoil. Approximately 1 month before Nobunaga's assassination at Hanoji Temple, a great comet streaked across the night sky. Some believe this may have actually been Tengen Kujaku. Okay, so we're all caught up on that stuff, so let's go do that dojo mission and get our axe mystic art. And we need 500,000 proficiency, but we have 786,340. And the rewards are a gesture, sumo move, a lightning enchanted Kaido axe, and an earth Amamori charm. Sir Anjin, you have come. Since you are here, will you not duel with me to see who is the stronger? If you win, I will teach you what I know. Come, let us begin. Okay, so this is actually surprisingly easy. Let's have a good fight. So I just back off. I let him waste a bunch of ki, trying to hit me, which he'll never do, unless I just am stupid and get really close. But I just want to keep baiting his attacks so he uses his ki, although I'm stupid right there and got hit. So then we'll do a full combo on him, run him out of ki, and do a big hit. And I can even keep up the pressure a little bit. And he's low on ki, so hit him with another combo. So yeah, definitely the easiest of the Mystic Art fights. And we win. Splendid. You are indeed a fine swordsman. Mission complete, the Invincible. I am impressed. I did not realize how long it had been since I fought a man with this axe. So different from fighting demons. With your monstrous strength and my technique, you will be unstoppable. Let us duel again sometime. I will be waiting, so return whenever you wish. A new Mystic Art axe has been unlocked. Alright, so your options for axe are Intensity, massively boost the damage of attacks that reduce your ki to 0 or below, which sounds amazing because of that combo I like. It always ends out of ki. And there's also Inner Light, massively boost the damage you deal when in the yokai realm. So I believe that means whenever you're in a pool of yokai junk. But I think of these two, I would definitely prefer Intensity. Because if I'm going to be running out of ki anyway, that final attack could just do monstrous amounts of damage. So let's go ahead and get this one. And that gives me the trophy, Axe Master. Okay, and then we've got a new Amrita memory. And I assume it's for that dude. Yes, Sakata Kintoki. Kintoki was so unblemished and pure of heart that he was able to commune with animals. He is said to have sparred with bears and other beasts he met on Mount Ashigara. The terrifying strength that was the basis of his fighting style was the result of these training sessions with his wild companions. Alright, so I picked up a few items, I guess. We could break those down. We got the weapons, and actually that's probably it. Oh, actually we got some Kaido armor. Do we want this? It's way less defense. No, I don't want it. Oh, and we got a new charm, so let's just quickly go to the blacksmith and then we'll wrap this up. Disassemble those. And these, and sell that extra accessory, and we're good. Alrighty. So, we got another Mystic Art. We'll be using the axe for a little bit longer, but probably not too much longer. Maybe a few more missions. And then we'll finally do a spear build. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.